Welcome to this news documentary update on the Portland City Council's $56 million housing fund allocation. Hey folks, it's Mr. Portland Landlord here. And if you own or manage rental properties anywhere in the Portland metro area, Multnomah, Washington, or Clackamas counties, you probably felt a little jolt when the news hit in mid-April of 2026. Portland City Council just approved a $56 million spending package from the Portland Housing Bureau's unspent funds. And a big chunk of that money traces straight back to the landlord registration fees that we all pay every year through the Rental Services Office. Your fees, finally being spent. Now that sounds like progress on the surface, right? But before we get too excited, let's take a hard look at exactly where it's going and what it really means for us market-rate landlords who are out there grinding it out every single day. I've been fielding calls from members all week about this, and I completely understand the concern. Spring leasing season is busy enough without wondering if City Hall just tilted the playing field even further. So today we're breaking it all down. The vote, the money trail, the ripple effects on your bottom line, and exactly what you should be doing about it. We'll also talk about how this ties into the non-payment and eviction pressures so many of you are already facing. Between April 8th and 17th of 2026, Portland City Council approved the Keep Portland Housed Supplemental Budget Ordinance. This unlocked roughly $56 million in previously unbudgeted Portland Housing Bureau funds. A significant portion of it, by some accounts tied directly to accumulated landlord registration and rental services office fees, had been sitting there. Council President Jamie Dunphy called it an opportunity to help those struggling the most, and I'll give them credit for at least getting the money moving instead of letting it collect dust. But here's what should make every private landlord sit up straight. These are our fees. We pay them expecting fair, balanced rental housing programs, not just support for one side of the equation. Right now, the allocation feels pretty one-sided. That's exactly why I'm urging every single one of you to reach out to the Portland Housing Bureau today and lobby them to direct more of these dollars and future allocations toward additional live, virtual, and pre-recorded video landlord classes. They already have a small $200,000 pot earmarked for both landlord and tenant education. Let's make sure a healthy slice goes to practical, no-fluff training that helps us all comply and succeed. Let me break down exactly where that $56 million pie is going, pulled straight from the council documents. $8,800,000 goes to debt relief and rent buy-downs for affordable housing landlords. In exchange, those owners agree to lower rents on roughly 145 to 190 units, dropping income thresholds from 60% down to 45% of area median income. The goal is to help fill some of the city's stubborn, roughly 1,900 vacant affordable units. $9 million is earmarked for direct rent assistance. This one actually helps us market-rate landlords recover unpaid rent faster on qualifying accounts. $1.9 million goes to eviction defense and legal aid for tenants. More lawyers in the courtroom often means longer timelines before you can get a unit back. And there's no legal assistance allocated here for small landlords dealing with mortgages and tight margins. $12.6 million is left unallocated for future housing development like revolving loans and gap financing. $10 million for jump-starting social housing acquisitions. $5.6 million to develop 230 new income-restricted units on the Broadway corridor. $3 million in gap financing for 3 specific affordable projects. $800,000 for down payment assistance for tenants buying homes, and $200,000 for landlord and tenant rights education. And now a couple shameless plugs. If non-payment cases or extended eviction timelines are eating into your cash flow right now, Northwest Rental Property Management at www.nwrpm.com specializes in fast, professional eviction processing and full-service residential rental management across Portland Metro and Central Oregon. They handle the headaches so you don't have to. Give them a call and let's protect your investment. If you're not already a Paroa member, now is the perfect time to join at www.paroa.org. You'll get instant access to the latest landlord forms, real-time policy alerts, and a strong community that fights for balanced housing rules. Especially when big city spending announcements like this $56 million package hit the news. All right, let's get back into it and talk about the real market ripple effects on us private landlords. Multnomah County eviction filings hit 12,094 in 2025. That's a 4% jump from the year before, and 93% of them were still non-payment cases. With that extra $1.9 million flowing into tenant legal aid, those timelines could stretch even longer in a county that already moves slower than Washington or Clackamas. Meanwhile, the $8,800,000 in rent buy-downs will drop effective rents on a bunch of subsidized units. This puts even more downward pressure on market rate rents that have already been softening. Remember those roughly 1,900 vacant affordable units? Despite faster than average rent drops in Portland, they're still sitting empty. Subsidies alone aren't filling the supply. For us private owners, that means stiffer competition for quality tenants and potentially longer vacancies on your market rate properties. Washington and Clackamas counties are feeling the spillover too, especially as Portland tenants start shopping around for those new bargain-subsidized options. Rent assistance helps us recover money faster. But eviction defense and subsidized competition? That may not. It's time to keep lobbying for truly balanced solutions. From a landlord perspective, there are some wins here. That $9 million rent assistance pot is a genuine help. It could keep some of your books in the black this spring by speeding up collections on legitimate non-payment accounts. The losses? Heavier tenant legal aid plus increased subsidized competition tilts the playing field. Transparency around exactly how much of this came from our landlord fees is still a bit fuzzy, and that's frustrating. What should we be watching? Will these new buy-downs actually lease up those units, or will we just see more downward rent pressure without fixing the underlying issues? Keep a close eye on your local eviction dockets because Multnomah filings are already trending up. So here are some practical action steps you can take right now as a Portland area owner or manager. First, check your properties against the new rent assistance and buy-down programs. Applications are live on the PHB portal at portland.gov/pphb. Second, document every late rent conversation aggressively this spring. With more eviction defense dollars in play, strong paper trails matter more than ever. Third, reach out to the Portland Housing Bureau today at phbinfo Portland Oregon Gov or Rental Services Portland Oregon Gov. Lobby them to allocate more of that $200,000 education pot and future funds to additional live, virtual, and pre-recorded video landlord classes on screening, compliance, and collections. We need more accessible training, not just tenant-focused sessions. This is our moment to push for balance. Your registration fees should support all responsible landlords, not just the subsidized side. Join PAROA's advocacy efforts and contact your council members. Tell the PHB loud and clear that more money for practical landlord education will prevent problems before they ever reach the courtroom. We've got the data showing non-payment, and eviction questions remain top concerns. Let's turn that into better training that actually helps. So, what do you think about this $56 million package? Will it stabilize the market or shift more pressure onto private owners like us? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read them all, and it helps spark great conversations. Hey, if you're a Portland area landlord, come join the community over at www.paroa.org. We've got education, forums, networking, and we fight for your rights at the legislature. And for owners in the Portland Metro or Central Oregon looking for hassle-free management, check out the pros at www.nwrpm.com. Join paroa.org today. Like, subscribe, and comment.